All right, so if you've been in the make money online space for any amount of time, you've heard of this term called growth operator. And basically what this is it's a person who partners with an influencer and runs all the stuff for them on the back end. So if the influencer wants to sell a course, a product, a service, or whatever, the growth operator will manage all of that for the creator. And that way all the creator has to do is just focus on making content, and the growth operator can do all the optimizing of the sales funnel and everything like that. Now, I know a lot of growth operator because a lot of them even reach out to me on this channel and they're like, bro, you could make like 10K a month off your audience. Just let me, handle the back end and you just keep making your videos. And it's like, dude, if I wanted to sell a course by now, I already would have, and I don't think I need. And to be honest, I've learned a lot about setting up a good funnel. So even if I were going to sell a course, I don't even think I'd use you for it. But I've also gotten this request many times on the channel that I started out making content with, which was my juggling channel, this one. So if you don't know, I'm really good at juggling for just no reason. And yeah, like tons of growth operators telling me how they're going to make me a bajillion extra dollars a month, blah, blah, blah. But what I actually wanted to do in this video is explain to you what I think is a new form of growth operating that is pretty untapped. And I'm going to hopefully coin this new term and say, instead of calling this a growth operator, I'm going to call this an automation operator or a YouTube automation operator. Depends whatever platform you want to use, but basically here's the idea. And by the way, this is exactly what I did when I partnered with my co-founder when I started YouTube automation. And before I explain this, in case you ask, like, why should I trust this guy? My value prop isn't that I'm the best entrepreneur or the richest, but it's that I'm going to be 100% transparent with all the channels that I own and not gatekeep any information from you guys. So my biggest channel right now is Stories Told with like 135K subs, and we've made 3,400 from this channel alone in the past 28 days. And then if you include music royalties, this channel has also made an extra $3,800 in the past 28 days. So altogether, probably close to like $7,000 or $8,000 in the past 28 days. We also have a silver play button. You get the idea. These are our credentials. So anyways, what I consider a YouTube automation operator is actually how I got into YouTube automation to begin with. So what I did was, since I had ran this juggling channel for such a long time, I was already pretty close with a bunch of different editors and had connections in the video creation space that meant that pretty much whatever type of video that someone wanted, I could make happen. So then I actually met someone who does this type of animal content from one of my videos. So I talked to him and he was making like 20K a month posting these animal videos. And I was like, this was back in the TikTok creativity fund days where you could make like tons of money with TikTok. And I was like, bro, do you make these videos yourself? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, and how much time does that take you? And he says, it takes me around a couple hours every day. And so I said, do you think you would be able to do this on other channels? And he was like, yeah, but I just don't really have the time. And then I just said, bro, I know a lot of editors. What if I were to come in, learn the strategy from you, replicate this on other channels, and we just split the revenue on all the other channels 50-50. So it's really zero risk for you. It's something you wouldn't be able to do because you don't know editors and you don't know how to manage them and you don't have anyone that you trust and you don't even know how to train editors well. And then instead of spending literally hours every single day posting, I'll post for you, I'll manage the channels. You don't have to do anything other than just show me the strategy. And once we replicate it, we can just split the revenue 50-50 and scale this same strategy out on like 10 channels. And so that was pretty much my pitch to him. And that's how we got started. And that's how we now own 3 monetized animal channels on YouTube. Now, the reason that I'm trying to coin this term as like a version of a growth operator is because it's a very similar pitch that actual growth operator would make to an influencer. Like an actual growth operator would go to an influencer and say, you do what you do best on the front end, which is post your content, and I'll handle everything on the back end, like the business side of things. Well, now this pitch is pretty similar. I go to someone who has a successful content strategy that's faceless, and I say, okay, you figured out the strategy. You can go do all your creative stuff and figure out what goes viral. Just show it to me, and I'll manage all the editors, the channels, the posting. You won't have to worry about anything, and we split that revenue 50-50, zero risk to you. And so this is how I started, and I think this is one of the best ways that you can get into a partnership for YouTube Shorts automation. You have one guy who's super creative, got the strategy locked in, is going to test out a bunch of new viral ideas and see what goes viral. And then you have another guy who's manning all the editors and doing all the management of the actual production and operationalizing of the automation process. Now, what I don't want to happen from this video is what happened with Eddie Cumberbatch, where a bunch of people just started instantly DMing people and being like, I'll be your growth operator, blah, 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 even though they didn't really know at all what they're doing. So please only pitch yourself as a YouTube automation operator if you actually know editors and have worked with them and have people that you trust and you've managed accounts before. If you haven't done that, then your pitch is pretty much pointless to them because why would the other person care? If you want to, you could be honest and be like, I'm not going to lie, I don't know any editors yet, but I'm willing to work with you, split it 50-50. And if you're pretty small and I'm pretty small right now, if we work together, maybe we can both grow together and get there. But Again, please do not cap about like your actual capabilities or say that you know editors when you really don't, or say that you even understand how to go viral on social media. I only even pitched this offer to someone after I had gained over 200,000 followers on one of my own personal accounts posting my own content while working with an editor the whole way through. So as a YouTube automation operator, you really need to have some experience in the social media space and working with editors before you really pitch yourself as this. But yeah, that would be my opinion in like one of the best ways to get into YouTube Shorts automation, because you get someone who you know has a viral strategy, you get to learn directly from them, and then you get to work with that person to grow together to automate this exact thing on a bunch of other channels. Anyways, I hope that makes sense. And if you guys know me, you know my mission with this channel is to not withhold any information about making money online, and I will not gatekeep any of the information that I have behind a paywall. All of the information that I have will go out as free content to you guys, so you can watch pretty much all of it. And so I'm 100% transparent about all the channels. I don't gatekeep any of my strategies, and that's literally just the change that I want to see in the make money online space. So I'm trying to be the change that I want to see in the world. I forgot if that was an Alexander Hamilton quote or whatever, but that's what I'm trying to do. So if you want to support that mission, you can subscribe or literally just join my Discord and drop your absolute best money-making sauce. You see, we got a bunch of people in the channel right now just talking about YouTube automation probably. And that's really just what I like to see, everyone working together to actually all try to make more money online. So yeah, if you support that mission, literally just go to my Discord and drop your best sauce. Actually living out the mission that I have is the best way to support that mission. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next video, and peace.